So what generally happens is that, you'll be in a store and somebody will come up and they'll want something, they'll want something, and they'll want something. You don't want to get whatever it is that they want because it's whatever. But the easy substitution is if you stop crying or if you stop, I'll give you this. And so you get whatever this is. And it's much easier because what I'm sure all of you have found with children is that if you try to stop the behavior right there in the store, what generally happens? You get a complete meltdown in the store. And so nobody wants that because you want it to be quiet. You just want to, okay, let's just go to the store. Can we go to Target one time and not have there be screaming and yelling and everything else? So it becomes very easy just to say, okay, well, let's have this. And so whether you think about it or not, while you may think you're being helpful in that, okay, you're changing their focus, diverting their attention, but what's actually happening is psychologically you're constructing this emotional attachment because they were very, very unhappy, and now you've given them this specific type of food, and now they're very happy. And so whether that's the way that you're thinking about it or not, that's the way that the perception is for them. Not for you, but for them. And you'll start to hear it in language that the child will speak in, where they start referring to food as theirs. They use possessive type pronouns, and the parents will do it back to them. And so what happens is when the parents will have this sort of back and forth relationship with the food with the child, you'll get this connection or a very strong attachment. What I mean by that is this. If Elizabeth is upset, or let's say Elizabeth is 2 or 3 and she's very upset and she's crying, and I say, well, do you want your bottle of this, or do you want your cookies, or do you want your this, or do you want your that? And so she immediately starts to associate, well, these are all my foods, and these are the things that I eat, and these are the things that I want all the time. And so as you do that, generally what will happen is it occurs over a period of years. And so you have this habit that goes on longer and longer and longer and longer and longer. And so by the time the child gets to basically adolescence, which obviously your children aren't close to there yet, but the habits are forming now. And when the habits are formed by then, when they start making their own decisions, when they become upset, or they become irritated, or they become in an emotional state, the first thing they start to think about is what's going to make them feel better. What makes them feel better is they start to think, I want this food or that food or this thing or that thing.